Welcome to the podcast. In this podcast, we are exploring the trends shaping the world of marketing, branding, and digital influence. I am Professor Divya Pruthi from Chandigarh University, and today we are diving into a fascinating topic from likes to legacy, the secret to viral content. We have all seen it, whether it is a meme or a dancing challenge or a powerful brand campaign. So some content just spreads like a wildfire. But what is the secret? Is it luck? Is it strategy or something else? So let's break it all down, and we have an incredible speaker for today, Professor Monica Katoch. She is a marketing expert from Management Department in Chandigarh University. Welcome to the podcast, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Professor Divya. I'm delighted to be a part of this podcast, which is related to viral marketing. And for my learners, I'm actually honored to share my insights on viral marketing. Like we all know, this is the most influential and most fascinating topic of digital marketing today. So I'm delighted to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so let's just start with the basic only. What do you think make the content go viral? There are many who are aspiring to, be a marketer or an influencer. So what do you think? Is there any formula or any structured approach that makes content go viral?
That's a great question, but there is no guaranteed formula. But yeah, we can say there are a few key aspects that make the content viral, that the learners who are aspiring to be, marketers in futures or content creators, they should keep in mind. First of all, the relatability. The content that they are creating, that must be relatable to the target audience. And one more thing I would like to say, the target audience definition, how you define them, that must be done beforehand. We should know who we are targeting to, right? So we should research upon that, work upon that, to whom we are targeting, whether this what particular section of the society we are going to target, and then frame the content accordingly. So that is the key.
Yeah, and also I have seen many influencers, they are making very simple content, which is very much easy to understand, and they are making this content and their content is going viral. They've not taken any professional help or something. They're just recorded and then the content is going viral, and definitely that is also helping, I suppose.
Yes, of course, that is again an important thing that you are saying. For example, you have seen Bhuvan Bam, how from YouTube sketches he went to his content went viral to movies and films, to OTT platforms.
Yes.
So this is how he always been consistent with his content. It's not like for the first time he's doing something that goes viral and then he skips. No, he's regularly posting content and making relatable content that is more engaging to the audience, right?
Yeah, so, consistency yes. is the key also. Yes. And even Prajakta Kohli, I have seen her, she was a YouTuber and then YouTube to Netflix, and now in movies also she's been playing. Yeah, that is definitely there.
Yes. And one more thing, ma'am, that I would like to share with my learners also, that timings and trends, they do matter a lot. At what timings you are posting your content, right? Like in festivals, there are a few relatable memes you can see, or any kind of content that relates to the pop culture. So they also get the virality. They also get the hype in the social media, different platforms over the social media.
And even I have seen some content which is very emotionally connected to audience, when people are sharing their emotions online, they are sharing their humor, their joy, even when they are not in a good state of mind, they are sharing that also. So people relate to that content, they have the sense of emotional connection with them, and I think that also makes people to share that with other person, and that is how they keep doing that. Definitely. And that is how they go viral.
Definitely, ma'am, that's a very good example. So one more thing that you must have seen, Khabili. Yeah. He is a global influencer, right? But still in India, his content is loved. Why? Because he gives us simple content and we can easily get that bond between him, because the reactions he gives, we get to know that yes, these are the simple situations and how he's portraying it on the social media. I want them to, make such content that they think is going to have some kind of relatability with their audience. And moreover, that Kusha Kapila, you must have heard of her name. Her content, it continuously, consistently over the platforms, it goes viral. Why? Because she makes the content that is relatable and humorous at the same time to all of us.
Plus, it is very relatable. She is
Yes.
very relatable. Her humor is something that we can connect to very quickly.
Yes, true, exactly. So that is what I wanted to tell, that relatability is the key for the learners who aspire to become content creators in future or who want to have some good digital marketing experiences.
Even many learners today, I'm seeing that they are wanting to become content creators and they want to, become influencers also. Like, have you seen that Yashraj Mukhate's
Yes.
video that went viral overnight? It became like internet sensation just overnight.
Yes.
Yeah, so there are many others like learners who also want to, be into there and be into content creation. So what do you think, like, are there any tips also that you can provide to learners or something?
Absolutely, ma'am. Like, I would like to give you examples of, you must have heard of Kari Minati. You must have heard of Bhuvan Bam. So how they, give the engaging storytelling content. Like people engage in their particular content because they are providing it in the form of a story. So what it does, it helps them to amplify the content. Okay, they get the broader, wider reach of the audiences in this way. So this is the few examples, few famous content creators, influencers from whom we should get how they are trying to get viral over the social
Yeah, we
media.
can be inspired through them how to
Yes.
get into this. And yes, definitely their content is very simple and relatable and where we relate to them, and definitely that inspire many of our learners also, I suppose. And we have also seen brands also doing this campaign.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I recently I've seen Mama's Earth, this campaign that they started in festive season. And they started with this hashtag Shadi Wala Glow every day. Yeah, and that is how they're bringing in this hashtag campaigns, and that is how also it is making people more and more buyers to get there and what is this about.
Yes, that curiosity is being created through these hashtags, right? And moreover, that Netflix, how it uses the localized campaigns to influence the local markets so that they can get to know. Like, for example, in India, they have that lineup campaign. So how they are connecting with the local markets, and that is how they are, expanding their reach. So the customization, the localization of your particular reach, that is more important also to go viral. So, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so for our learners of Chandigarh University online, so what do you think, like what they can go for? Like, is there any some tips or something like you can give to them?
Yes, of course. First of all, have emotional connection with your audience. Always be connected with them either through humor, through sarcasm, through any funny or witty memes. All right. Secondly, is be genuine. Authentic content, it always works. Authenticity, right? Genuineness and authenticity. And moreover, be consistent, right? It is not like just that you posted one content and then for some time period you're out of it. Keep posting regularly. It might be after a few gap, but yes, be consistent about it.
Yeah, the plan should be realistic. Like, it is not once you've posted and you're
You're
not
out
there.
of it.
Yeah, it
True.
should be consistent. Yeah, definitely,
Yes.
completely agree.
Yes, or you can make a calendar also. That helps you to, yes, to know the time periods upon which we have to post the content. All right, and that should be, as you said, it must be realistic only, right? Yes. So that is the key.
So, there are certain mistakes also these influencers they do, like because of which their content might fail, or they don't go viral. So, what do you think? Like, what are the mistakes that they are doing? Some light
Yes.
on that.
There are few mistakes that young creators they do in in the search of being getting hyped in the social media, getting viral overnight. That doesn't happen. That always leads to a flop plan, you can say. But yes, there are always keys to them, you know. First key, the most important one is collaboration, ma'am. Collaborate with the viral influencers. And that is again, there are some approaches to approach those viral influencers. For example, you just like their post, comment over their post consistently, and then you can reach out to them through inbox. You can always message them, approach them, that what you are putting on the table, okay, what you have got to them, okay, for them to get a reason to collaborate with you. Then you talk to them, you have that particular collaboration terms on the basis of that, and then based on that, you both of the parties, they must be having a win-win situation in that, right? So that is the key. Collaborate with the influencers, in a very effective way, you can say.
Yeah, definitely. When with collaboration, what happens? Their people who are following them, like they also see your content. You are seen and you are visible in their content as well. So that helps.
Yeah, that helps to get the wider reach. That is what I was saying. It also helps you get the wider reach. For example, you are an influencer. I'm trying to collaborate with you, and through you, I will also get the reach that you are already having. So this is the point that should be kept in mind.
Yeah, and we both will be benefited.
Yes, that is again the win-win situation I was talking about. Yes.
Okay, so ma'am, let's talk about like certain examples that you think of famous brands that is gone viral also that we can see.
Ma'am, one famous example that I can give that everyone can relate to is that Amul girl.
Yeah.
You have seen how they, portray that girl in every trend, in every kind of festival. She comes, or you must have seen she also comes in the cricket tournaments also. So her ads is always relatable, and they are very simple content they are portraying. So that is how they are using, and this is very old advertisement of that Amul girl. So we can always look to them and how beautifully they are using that content.
Yeah, and it is like, it is simple. Yeah, that is what I was going to say. It is simple, and they are using that girl also to, in different various events and all that they're doing, all the campaigns. Yeah, and also I've seen Zomato and Swiggy's witty and humorous tweets that they make. Yeah, have you seen that also?
They are very relatable also.
Yeah. Like they use very like one-liners which are like very relatable and simple, and also it's punchlines. So that also is what is something that I have seen, and it's going viral. So do you think like virality is sustainable, or it is just a momentary fame?
Well, ma'am, this is a very critical question for even the learners who want to build a career in this digital marketing. And virality, that brings visibility, but the long-term success that comes from consistency and being strategic for your brand building. And creators who evolve, the examples that we discussed like Bhuvan Bam, Kerry Minati, Kusha Kapila, what they did, they all have transitioned from small clips to bigger platforms like Netflix, OTT platforms, right? So this is the way they, help themselves to create the content that is, having a bigger reach, that is going viral, and that is also creating emotional connections with the audiences.
And which is helping them to, gain more and more followers. They're getting more likes, and the shareability has also increased.
Right.
Yeah.
And Prajakta Kohli, you must have seen that girl.
Yeah,
also.
she's doing
incredibly
wonders.
well.
Yeah.
Yes.
In a movie also she has signed recently, Jug Jug Jio. Yeah.
Yes.
She from like making content on YouTube, then coming back to Netflix, and then going there in movies. The transition.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. How they beautifully they have transitioned from small platforms to bigger screens.
Ones. Yeah.
And one more thing I would like to add for my learners, that be adaptive to different platforms. Like either they are Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, you can say, or any kind of AI generated content. You must have seen how quickly they go viral, right? So stay updated always with the latest trend that is coming, the latest technology that is coming. Create content using those particular technology like AI. You can make different videos with the help of that, right? You can have different effects on, and that people always like it. They always like the any new update that is having on their screens. Yes.
Plus, I think building a loyal audience matters than, running towards virality. If you're loyal to your audience now, that only will make your content go viral.
Definitely, ma'am. And always that content which goes viral, that should be authentic. I have said this previously also. Authenticity is one of the biggest keys. Okay. Just for the sake of posting daily, posting anything, be authentic, know your audience, and then post things. All right. So that is the key.
Yeah, that is also I've seen like some creators, they want to be consistent. So
Yes.
because of that, they just don't be authentic with the audience. They just post anything just to be consistent. So yeah, authenticity matters.
Yes, that is the biggest mistake that they do.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
So, like you mentioned about the inconsistency. So, what happens is the creators, they often start very strongly, posting very, hyped content on the social media, but they often, lose the momentum. What happens is all of the stuff that they are posting, that becomes, not non-viral because people are now not knowing it. They are not following them anymore because the content is, just coming that is not relatable to them, or that is not authentic. They are not finding it authentic. Yes, once they were viral, but not now. So that is one of the biggest challenges that these young creators they face.
So for that, like what they can do to, be authentic with the content or be consistent with the content, what?
Ma'am, like I said, create a realistic content calendar. Based on that calendar, you post your particular content. For example, if you are having a humorous content, based on that calendar, act upon that, and yes, post the content consistently. All right, rather than just rushing towards posting daily, giving them multiple content in a particular day only, and then sleeping for the rest of the week. Don't do that. Be consistent. That is what I wanted to give the advice to my learners also.
Yeah, completely agree on that. Yeah.
Yes.
So, ma'am, coming to the last segment, like what advice do you think like you can give to our students or learners, and also there are many young aspiring marketers, how they can make their content go viral?
As I mentioned, ma'am, this is again very important question for the podcast, today's podcast. First one is authenticity. Be authentic, be realistic in your content. All right. Just don't post anything for the sake of posting it. Right. And moreover, I would like to tell you, always experiment and learn, because the internet that evolves faster and we always need upgradations. So always try to stick to that upgradation, any kind of update that we have. And one more thing, think beyond the virality. Okay,
Most important.
that is the most important. Focus on the long-term goals, not just the short-term success. That is important. Or any kind of career growth you want, in that also focus on the long-term goals, right? And one more thing I would like to add, engage with your audience as much as you can. All right. Either you can go through storytelling, content, or any kind of humorous, witty content. Just try to engage them, right? Because one thing that I would like to say, you must build the conversations with your audience, not just the content. That must, you must be having so many comments that are conversational in nature, right?
People should relate to that. It is important.
Definitely, that is why again they are going to have conversations. If you're, for example, if you're posting a meme that is related to some OTT platform promotion, so that is again going to help them promote that particular OTT movie or any, you can say episode, right? So relatable again. And one more thing, ma'am, it creates curiosity among the users also. When you watch a meme and this is some particular thing is written on that, that creates curiosity, and that curiosity leads them to watch that particular platform or that particular episode or that movie. So create the content that creates curiosity among the users. They watch, they watch it, and then they straight away go to that particular thing that you want to promote.
And that is where they will share that more and more. And because, okay, I have seen that, I found it interesting. You also see it, and then that
is the
goes.
key. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So that's a fantastic advice. Thank you so much, Professor Monica, for today and for sharing your insights on marketing and viral marketing.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me here.
So to our learners, what's your favorite viral trend? Let us know in the comment section below, and you can even tag us on social media. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel See You Online for more exciting discussions on marketing and digital trends. So see you until next time. Keep creating, keep innovating.